Alright, I got a couple different projects going on simultaneously. I just drilled my holes for my stanchion over here. I just got to put butyl tape on them and put the bolts through, but I need a second person to hold the top of the bolts while I put the nuts on. So that's as far as I go on that project. So now I'm going to work on this quarter berth hatch. It's pretty much the same process as the forward hatch, so probably not gonna put a lot of footage of it in there. I'm gonna skip around, but I'll kind of show y'all how I do that. So it looks like, I can't tell if it's crazed or if it's just really dirty, so I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'm still gonna reuse this this Lexan regardless. I might go back at a later date and cut it out and put a new piece in, but right now I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna pull this out, I'm gonna get it painted, and I'm gonna prep the top to put it back in. Y'all get the gist of that. Step one, take screws out. I'll come back. Well, there you have it. That's out. So I'm gonna get this I'm gonna get all this crap cleaned up and prepped, and then tomorrow, like I said, I'm doing multiple projects at once, so tomorrow I will go and I will get this one cleaned up at Amelia's mom's house and get my plywood cut for the locker. Alright, so we're at Amelia's mom's house. Got my grinder plugged in and everything. So this is how we did the last hatch. I'm just gonna wire wheel all the old adhesive and paint off, and then we're gonna put a coat of primer on it, and then we're gonna put a coat or two of topside paint on there. So y'all didn't get to see that in the last one when I did the forward hatch, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of how I did that. Same exact process as the forward hatch. Alright, we got the hatch in. It is screwed down. I put silicone on there on the outside, and that project is done. I did screw up. You know, I always screw up something. On this one, it wasn't in as bad a condition as the forward hatch, so I screwed up in two ways. One, I underestimated the job, and two, I rushed the job. And in doing that, the paint didn't come out perfect. I put 2 coats on before it was completely dry, so when I pulled the painter's tape off after siliconing in the Lexan, it peeled some of the paint. Right in here, but that's whatever. I'll go back and touch all that up later. The Lexan is crazed, so it looks like crap, but that's cool. I'll come back later and put another piece of Lexan in there. I've got a sheet in Georgia in my storage room, but I don't have it here. So the leaks are not there. That's what's important. It's not leaking anymore. So I got that done. Amelia and her mom came by and they helped me get the stanchion back together. They held the screws on the top while I put the nuts on from the bottom, and Amelia helped pass me stuff and relay to her mom and all that. So we got that done. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I'll be able to tell if that's leaking or not. If that passed the leak test, then I'll be ready to put paneling in the salon area. So that'll make a big aesthetic difference. So yeah, and I got my shelves and my door face cut out for my quarter berth locker, which I'm going to work on probably tomorrow. It's supposed to rain here shortly for the rest of the afternoon, so I'm probably going to just kind of button up and chill and put all my tools away and stuff. But I did learn, never underestimate the job. Always understand it's going to take way longer than it's supposed to. I knew that it always takes longer, but for some reason I figured I could bang this one out. So another lesson learned, but it is what it is.